the Turkey Sandwich Podcast. Meat and bread for your head. It's episode number 5, and today's topic, discipline. How to embrace discipline and incorporate it in your everyday life. How to crush mediocrity, eliminate procrastination, and pursue the art of excellence in your day-to-day life. Let's get started. So your first act of discipline, wake up early. Wakey, wakey, sunshine. Set your alarm clock back an hour or two. Get to bed an hour or two earlier. Get your 6 or 7 hours of sleep, whatever you need. For me, it's about 6.5 hours of sleep. I try to get to bed by 10, and I'm usually up at 4:30. Don't hit the snooze button. Snap your butt up out of bed and jump in the shower. That'll wake you up. Don't delay. So you want to get up early. You want to start your morning off right when you open your eyes with an act of discipline. And trust me, it's not going to be easy at first. Eventually, you're going to get into a pattern and a routine where you're naturally going to start getting up earlier, even on the weekend. So do whatever it takes. I used to slap myself in the morning a couple times, just wake up, jolt yourself out of bed, and get started. I even used to take an occasional cold shower. I know this sounds extreme, but I'm not naturally a morning person, so it had to become like a habit and a routine and a ritual that I had to get used to. And then, of course, I'd run downstairs, make my morning black cup of coffee, and once that caffeine got coursing through my veins, I was ready to get the day started on a positive note. So, do whatever works for you, but get started and wake up early. Act of discipline number 2, you are going to start your day with some morning motivation. By that I mean, listen to something motivational. Feed your mind with inspiration. For me, I listen to some of my favorite motivational speakers. I'll listen to like a 10 or a 15-minute speech just to get my mind in the right place, just to get my mentality right. So some of my favorite speakers, I love some Eric Thomas. He's super high energy. I like that. He's super intense. Walter Bond, another one of my favorites. He's just very much about getting things done. And, of course, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You can never go wrong with The Rock's, giving you some inspiration first thing in the morning. This morning I listened to some T.D. Jakes. I love me some T.D. Jakes. Very inspiring stuff. So feed your mind. Get your mind in the right place because your perception is reality. And it's going to start with changing the outlook of your day right off the bat. How you feel, how you think, and what your mentality is first thing in the morning is going to determine a lot of the course of the rest of your day. So do your morning motivation. And if you don't want to listen to something, go ahead and read something motivational. Read some inspirational quotes. Read some book that's going to inspire you, that's going to give you some new creative ideas, and get your morning started off right. And then just spend a few minutes meditating on whatever you've taken in, whatever bit of motivation from your motivational speech that you just heard, or that positive message you read about from, whatever scripture, some self-help book, whatever it is. I want you to meditate on it and cultivate it and think about it and let it percolate in your brain. Let it get you started in the right direction. Act number 3, it's going to be a quick little morning workout. You can refer to my other podcast, the 5-Minute Fitness Workout, and get some ideas there. But you want to get your body moving. You want to get the blood flowing. You want to get the endorphins flowing throughout your body. And it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make your head clear, your mind more lucid. You're going to be more creative and productive if you get moving first thing in the morning. And it's going to make you feel and look better too. There's so many positive benefits to exercise, especially doing it first thing in the morning. This doesn't have to be some crazy 30 to 60 minute workout, just 5 minutes. This morning I did as many push-ups as I could do in 5 minutes, and I felt better. I felt better about myself. I felt better about getting the day started off right. And I already knocked out, I woke up early. I did my morning motivation. And I did my quick little workout before the sun was up. While the rest of the world was sleeping, you can pretty much start your day off in a completely different way than everybody else. You can do this. So act number 4 is work discipline, work ethic, doing your best at work. Now, let's face it, we spend the majority of our day at work every day. Like if you're not having fun at work or if you're not enjoying your work, then you're going to be absolutely miserable. So you need to figure out a way to be disciplined and productive at work. Just imagine you showed up one day and acted like you were the owner of the company, like you had that level of care and discipline. And like this thing was your baby that you had just started out. Your whole work life would change completely. Your whole outlook would change completely. I always tell people, if you show up to work on time, with your hair combed, your shirt tucked in, standing up straight with a smile on your face and a positive attitude, you've already beat out like 90% of the competition. Like, just think about that. How many people do you know that actually have that attitude when they go into work every day? No, most people are looking to, they're trying hard not to work hard. They're trying hard to pass the time. They're trying hard to make it to the weekend. They're just trying to get through their day and do as little as possible. But if you actually became a productive employee and you actually cared about your job deeply, you would get noticed. I can guarantee it. Those little acts of discipline, people notice when you're productive. And the people that don't notice are usually the people that are bitter, or like they point you out because you're trying to be an overachiever. You're trying to outwork them. No, this is about your integrity. This is about the intrinsic value of work. This is about getting through your day and feeling good about yourself. So you need to figure out how to find discipline at work, how to be more productive, how to optimize, how to maximize, and how to continually be a better employee or a better owner of your company. I can guarantee you this: if you feel good about working every day, you're going to feel better about your life, and it's going to overflow into other areas of your life. You're going to feel better when the majority of your day is spent doing some task-oriented thing that's going to bring you some kind of fulfillment. I don't care what you do for a living. I always tell my son this: I don't care what you become. I don't care what you want to do with your life, but whatever you do, you're going to do it well, and you're going to do it with excellence. And that's going to bring you value in your life. That's going to give you that discipline and the tools you need in other areas of your life to succeed. So think about work a little differently today. When you go into work, put a smile on in your face, say hello to everybody, stand up straight, look positive, have an attitude of I'm going to do whatever needs to get done to make this day as smooth as possible for my boss, or if you're the owner of the company, I'm going to go out of my way to make my employees feel better. I'm going to go pick up some coffee or donuts or whatever it is to boost morale. But you got to change your attitude toward work, and you got to be more positive on a daily basis about the thing you do that puts food on the table, that puts a roof over your head, and that takes care of your family. So think about work differently. And lastly, you need to become a disciplined learner. There has to be some educational component to your day every single day. For most people, this is the one where they procrastinate the most on. They say, okay, I'm going to go get a new book. I'm going to go get some new information. I'm going to do some kind of research on something to change my life. But we continually procrastinate on this one point. So if you don't like reading books, listen to an audiobook. Listen to some educational podcast. But you need to always be learning. Always be introducing yourself to some new information that's going to change your life in some way, whether it's business and finance, whether it's personal growth, whether it's just some area in your life that you need improvement. Successful people always read. They constantly read. They're constantly taking in new information because that's what stimulates your brain and that's what causes growth. I always tell my son, books are windows to the world. You can find out anything in a book. You can literally do anything you want to do. It's out there. It's out there for you to take advantage of. So you need to start reading every day. You need to start introducing yourself to some new information, to some different patterns of thought, and to stimulate your brain in a positive way. So let's wrap this thing up. Put the Dijon mustard on the sandwich and put it right in the Ziploc bag. Your 5 acts of discipline that you're going to start doing today. Number 1, you're going to start waking up early. At the crack of dawn, you're going to get up out of bed. Number 2, you're going to do your morning motivation and find some inspiration. Number 3, you're going to work out really quickly, do your 5-minute fitness, and get your body moving. And number 4, you're going to find value in your work. The majority of your day, you need to find some value in your work. And lastly, you're going to learn something new today. Introduce yourself to some new information. You can do it. We can do it. Let's do this thing together. Let's get disciplined. And let's have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later.